Hmm. Ah. Hmm. Aha. Hmm. Hmm. As you can probably tell by now, I like rust. I bought this bag of iron powder a while back, and while I have used it a few times, it's mostly sat untouched. Let's change that. I primed the canvas off camera with black spray paint and sketched an outline with white pencil. Now, I'm not great at drawing, but I decided to sketch out my profile icon, a nice ram skull. After cleaning up the sketch lines, I poured some PVA glue into a palette and painted inside my sketch. To prevent any of the outline from showing in the final product, I went outside the lines just a little bit. To protect my hands and lungs, I put on a pair of nitrile gloves and a respirator. You definitely don't want to breathe in iron particles. I let the glue dry for a few hours before shaking off the excess, but ideally you might want to let this sit overnight because I don't think all the glue cured. Normally I would use a paper plate to collect excess powder, but since the mouth of this bag was so small, I decided to use some parchment paper instead. I took the canvas outside, put on a new pair of gloves, and got ready to spray. There are a number of recipes online to make rust spray, but the one I found is from a WikiHow article I have linked in the description. I cut the amounts in half, so if you're following with me, you'll need 1 cup hydrogen peroxide, 2 tablespoons of white vinegar, and a healthy pinch of salt. Pour into a spray bottle and give it a good shake. Yeah, I may have gone overboard with the spraying. I let it sit for 3 hours this time and took it inside to draw more detail. Now I've never layered rust like this before, but I'm fairly certain it'll work. When painting this time, I made sure to overlap the areas where the old rust and new rust would meet, just to make sure there was a seamless transition. I let it dry once again and took it back outside for another round of spraying. And here's the result. The details didn't oxidize exactly like I thought they would, but honestly, this still looks pretty great. Now before I can call this done, I need to hit it with a coat of varnish to make sure none of the rust flakes chip off. In an effort to keep this video from being delayed any longer, I went ahead and sprayed inside my workshop, but I would not recommend that unless you have a way to vent out the fumes and are wearing a respirator. And here's the finished that doesn't look like I thought it would. Why did... Oh. Oh. Yeah, I might have messed up. Overall, this was a good test. I definitely need to play with it more and perfect the process. Now I know I'm not the best at lighting, but trying to film something with a gloss coat on it is pretty hard. Please accept these shots of me waving around one of my spotlights. Thank you so much for visiting my workshop.